So, the new year, it's that time again, right? Fresh starts, new beginnings, we all know the feeling. But what if we've been kind of approaching it all wrong? Today, let's dive into a completely different way to think about starting a new year. One that goes way beyond the usual noise and gets into something, well, something much more meaningful.
I mean, seriously, what pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably fireworks, countdowns, maybe some big, crowded party. It's like this cultural script that we all just follow. But it's worth taking a second to ask, what's the real point of all that celebration? What are we actually doing?
And this brings up a pretty jarring point. This idea that our go-to way to celebrate has become almost self-destructive. It's like we've somehow decided that having a genuinely good time means we have to do something foolish. And sometimes that comes with really serious, tragic consequences. And really, what this gets at is this idea that seems to be baked into our culture, that to really celebrate, to let loose, you have to do something silly. But this whole perspective we're looking at today challenges that very idea head on. So that leads to a really big question, doesn't it? What if celebration didn't have to be mindless? What if it could be something deep, something really profound, and still be genuinely enjoyable? It's time to pivot away from just talking about the problem and start exploring a whole new way of thinking. So what's the alternative? Well, it's not about making another one of those New Year's resolutions, the kind we all get excited about and then break by February. No, this is about making a real, deep-seated commitment, something that has weight and purpose and a clear direction. And this is what that commitment really looks like. It's not about the small stuff, like losing a few pounds, as great as that can be. It's about something bigger. It's about having the courage to say, I'm going to be a part of something that's larger than just me and my own little world.
But, to really get why that's so powerful, we have to look at the flip side. This is what you could call enshrining your limitations. It's when you live your life inside these little boxes, my space, my problems, my zone. It feels safe, sure, but it's a way of living that ultimately just shrinks your world.
And that leads to this really profound idea. You can't just save up your life. You can't hoard it or keep it safe by staying inside your comfort zone. The only way to truly experience life, this idea argues, is to expand it, to constantly reach beyond those limits you've set for yourself. And this right here is the other path. Expanding your life. It means you're actively trying to do that something larger we just talked about. You're breaking out of that my zone bubble and connecting with something bigger. And that right there is where you find a deep, lasting sense of purpose. You see, this isn't just a one-time thing. It's not about what you do on January 1st. This is about the whole direction of your life. This choice between staying small or expanding literally defines how you live. It shapes the quality, the texture, the very nature of your entire life. And look, this is what's at stake. The two paths lead to totally different places. The path of expansion, that leads to a life that's described as beautiful, profound, and magnificent. But the other path, the path of limitation, of being stuck in that silly cycle, that's a life that's useless and lethargic. The difference is just massive. So, as we're all standing here looking at this brand new year, this whole idea leaves us with one incredibly powerful question. It's not about what you're going to do. It's about how you're going to live. So this year, what will be your how?